John, obviously a very difficult place to come, Newport. Big question is that a point gained or is it potentially 2 points dropped?
It's always a point gained because you actually give you the point. And we didn't have 3 in the first place to lose to, so we're disappointed because we got ourselves into the lead and we've got them on the ropes and we've missed 2 glorious chances. On another day, Shays goes in, it's the inside of the post. And it's sod's law that Marcus is offside and it goes in. You need that little bit of luck and it deserves us today. David the Wood's work and it's gone in. That's the difference. That was their only shot in the second half. I think on the balance of the whole game, I think possibly a draw was a fair result. But for the amount of time we controlled the second half and limited their chances in the second half, having took the leads, we're disappointed that we haven't gone short off for 3 points. Was the plan always to keep it low key in the first half, reduce their opportunities and build into the game, because second half you were dominated? Well, the idea was to try and get on the ball in midfield and try and get ourselves to stamp our authority on the game and deny them space and deny them the ball to turn us. They play a very direct style and a lot of it is based on getting free kicks and throw-ins around your box, and they're good at it, and that's why they'll win a lot of games here. And we had to defend a lot of them in the first half, and we did particularly well at defending it, although we give some away. I thought we were very, very sloppy in possession in the first half, and that went against the plan that we'd set up, and that's how we'd set up our team to play. We had the enforced change with Anthony, and Lee wasn't feeling too good, so we've had to change things around a bit. But when we get our nose in front and we get a team stretched like we did, we should be killing them off, and that's disappointing that we didn't. And they've scored a good goal from their point of view. But overall, I'm pleased with the way we defended the game. And on another day, we would have won that game. Once you'd scored, the tails were up, weren't they? And you probably could have, if you got a second, kicked on and gone on to get Lord knows how many. Well, we could have, yeah. I think if we would have got 2, we'd have won the game comfortably. But it's all ifs and buts. We have to move on. We've took 4 points in a week. Sappy away game. That could become a good point if we can back it up with a win against Morecambe. If we don't, draws tend to hamper your progress. Word on your selection, against a team who were direct and physical, you might have expected a big centre forward or a stronger, more physical centre forward. You went with Sean Maguire up there and it paid dividends, didn't it? Well, we thought that we could control the game of passing the ball. That was our plan. And to be honest, first 15-20 minutes I thought we shaded the opening exchanges. I think we had a bit more control than them, but then they took control, and for 25 minutes they battered us really, and it was all hands to the pumps, and we did defend it well, but we were disappointed. We had a few harsh words at half time, and we definitely improved in the second half. Obviously we got the goal, and then we created a good few chances after that, and we'd had a couple of chances before we scored. Juicy's had a shot saved, Seamus has had one kicked off the line. So, we did make enough chances, and I think probably on balance of chances in the whole game, we deserved to win the game, but on balance of pressure, they had that 25-minute spell where they could have cashed in. And unfortunately, we didn't cash in enough on our 25-minute spell. You said a second ago, 4 points from the 6 available. Has it kind of put to bed memories of last week at Stevenage and put you in a good place for this big derby coming up? Well, if we'd applied ourselves like we did defensively today, we wouldn't have lost to Stevenage, that's for sure. But we didn't, since there's no point moaning about it. You've got to learn from them things. We've got a big game coming up next week, and we've got to prepare right for that. And we're expecting a lot of tough games in the coming weeks. But we've got a good squad here, and we've got a good work ethic about the place. Good set of lads, and they're prepared to try and listen to what you're trying to get across to them, and they're trying to put it in practice. Okay, when we look at the video, we can highlight that the times we turned over possession we feel too cheaply, and that's something that we've got to work on in the training ground.